Well, g'day there guys, how the bloody hell are ya? Hope you're all well, and it's nice to have you along on the bike with me again for another little moto vlog. What I want to talk about today is something that deeply touched me a few weeks ago. I was quite shocked by this incident that I heard about, and I was probably even more shocked by my reaction to it than the actual incident itself once I really thought about it. I don't really watch TV news. I don't buy newspapers. The only time I really hear news is on the radio when I'm driving in my car, or things come up on Facebook or online. You come across articles of news online. I spend a little bit of time online, as most of us motor vloggers do. So the reason I don't watch news, I don't buy newspapers, it's all depressing stuff, it's all negative, it's all sad. I try and avoid all that stuff and live a pretty happy life. But I came across this news article on Facebook quite a few weeks back. I'll just pick up this conversation again after the traffic lights, because traffic lights are boring as anything for you to look at. Finally, woohoo, let's go. So I'm not really sure if you heard about this story or not, but I think it was pretty big news in Australia. I heard about it on Facebook of all places, because my mum posted something about it, and I was quite shocked immediately. So what it was a young boy was at a local cricket club, and his father came down to watch him, and his mum and his dad were separated. His dad came along and had watched him play cricket, and just your normal weekday training session, lots of families everywhere, nothing out of the ordinary. And the son asked his mum if he could go and spend a little bit of time with his dad before he went, because he hadn't seen his dad in a while. The mum went, yeah, no worries. And the father was a little bit mentally disturbed, and he stabbed his son in the head, from what I understand. And he actually killed the boy. Now this shocked me a lot, because the cricket ground where this event happened was across the road from my mum and dad's house. Their street is directly across the road from it. I grew up there. I played football at this ground. The football club shared the same ground, the same club rooms with the cricket club. Now I never played cricket for the club, but I played football. So although it's been a lot of years since I was there, chances are that someone that I grew up with was still involved with the club, and they knew the boy and they knew the family. Even though I haven't lived there for 25 years or so, even more than that, I can't remember now. 1994, I haven't lived there since. Now that's 20 years. No, what year is it? So even though I haven't lived there for more than 20 years, it still really affected me, because it was close to where I grew up. You often hear stories of family disputes turning out sort of like this, and you hear of murders every day, you hear of crimes, you hear of car accidents, families dying in cars, planes crashing like we've seen recently, even disappearing. All these events, they don't really seem to touch us, or they don't touch me mentally. They don't really shock me. It's just, oh yeah, another earthquake, another flood, more people dying, whatever. You sort of become accustomed to hearing it, and you don't really take it on board until it happens somewhere that somewhere close to home. And I guess that's what my reaction to this event shocked me more than anything, because I thought, oh hang on, I'm actually quite desensitized to these type of events, because I'm not usually that shocked by them. I hear all these shocking things, even though I don't watch the news, TV news or anything, but you become desensitized to them, and then all of a sudden when it happens close to home, you just, whoa, it just blows you away. And I guess that was a bit more shocking than the event itself to me. It was just afterwards thinking, well, why aren't I this shocked to all these? You know, why aren't I as shocked when these things happen elsewhere? Why does having it happen where I grew up and I haven't been for years more shocking than having it happen on the Gold Coast where I live now, that's closer to home? It's funny the way the mind works. It's quite bizarre. So yeah, it's quite depressing sort of thinking about it now. But so in the end, what happened, to get back to the story of the crime, the police turned up and they ended up shooting the father, and he also died. So it was quite sad. Yeah, so anyway, share your thoughts, let me know what you think. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. See you next time.